All right. This one right here. Next segment, y'all. Next segment. We got a couple of these. This is real life. This is entertainment, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? We got segments. Uh, let's do it like this, man. Dropping gems, dropping gems, dropping gems, dropping gems. This is food for thought, digestible wisdom, right? Food for thought, digestible wisdom. I like this segment. This segment really is honestly what probably inspired the entire idea of how ironic I have a feed your brain shirt on too, right? This concept came because uh this was actually the more so like the concept of Fair to Say, I think, where it was like we want to drop gems, we want to give game. You know what I'm saying? We want to talk about topics that make you open your mind and just think a little bit deeper, you know what I'm saying? Go a little bit further into your thought process behind it. And so this kind of inspired me to make this segment. And so dropping gems, this is food for thought, digestible wisdom. He thought the chess piece was a graphic. I know it looked crazy. It's a rug, bro. That shit is a rug. Dropping gems, the food for thought, digestible wisdom. So the first one I have for this, as I've now that I've explained kind of like what the concept is, and you guys know, let's engage. Um, dropping gems. So this one is, and I always leave my screen up. I gotta get good at that. Black athletes go from being drafted. This is a statement from, I don't know who Raheem Shabazz is specifically. Oh, journalist and director. Okay, guess why context matters. Journalist and director Raheem Shabazz has an interesting take on black male athletes marrying white women. He believes that the interracial relationships are becoming the norm with professional athletes, though it could signal a disconnect from the black community. Um, let's see what he says a little bit further. Black athletes go from being drafted into the NFL to signing a lucrative contract with millions to marrying a white woman. It's happening so often, it's starting to seem normal. My position is when a black person marries outside of their race, it symbolizes a disconnect from the black community and is a reinforcement of white supremacy. Ooh, that's a stretch. I don't know, but his opinion. Black athletes who amass significant wealth have the potential to reinvest in black-owned businesses, charities, schools, and initiatives that uplift their community. However, when wealth is shared with or passed down to non-black families, it could diminish the economic base of black communities. Okay, so there is context in this, and I can pull this back up since we know what we're talking about. Let me go to the chat and see what y'all saying. Hank the Tank. Man, the word of the day all the time could be asset, brother. Acknowledgement, bro. That's it. This shit is endless, bro. I'm again, no cocky shit. It don't stop. My shit. My girl always trolls. She'll something to come up. She'll look at me, and she'll be like, "The hamster wheel going, ain't it?" That motherfucker be. Nigga, I just be running on that bitch in my mind, like, I'm gonna get it. 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 I'm gonna get it until I finally can get it. And somehow the hamster wheel just stops for me, and I get it. And then when I get it, we start running again, and we get to the next one. So, it's just like she look at me and be like, man, that hamster wheel going. I'm like, hell yeah, it's going. And then next thing you know, it's like, damn, that's cold, babe. You really, man, that's, shout out to my support system. All right, so to this point right here, do black male athletes marrying white women reflect a disconnect in the black community? So my take. I don't think it signifies a disconnect. I think it signifies, like when you grow up one way and it's everything is the norm and you're so accustomed to something or you've been preached something for so long, and then when you finally get the opportunity to live your life on your own means, you want to do the things that that were shunned upon you when you were younger or whenever whoever your support system was telling you. Like when that would occur, you tend to like, like if your parents limit you from something for so long, they always say you're gonna wild out and do it anyway because you told me not to. Like, but it's almost like that same sense. Like we're taught this, or there's certain people in certain families that are like, stay with your own and stay black with black, and whatever race with whatever race, and that's what's preached to you. But when you get out and you realize that, hey, maybe I've been being sheltered from certain things, and not saying there was nothing wrong with your parents wanting you to only date inside your race, but maybe it was a little sheltering, right? Like, you would, at least I would think, you're sheltered for something for so long that you may have an interest in, and you can't really do it or divulge into it. But then when you get the opportunity to, you do it. So I kind of look at it like this: like maybe it's like not necessarily always fun. It could be, obviously love is involved, but I think you try things, and we start to see that at least it's looking like a lot of businessmen, not just athletes, black men with money, lean towards white women. Is that because of how white women interact with their black male when they have money? Is it because it's like a submissive thing? You know what I'm saying? Is it like, like it makes me wonder. Is it like a submissive thing? Do white women, I've never really dated a white woman. I've been with some white women, you know what I'm saying? But I've never dated one to where the point where I could really dissect that and know. But it always seems like when you see interracial relationships with white women and black men, the white woman is normally very submissive. And she's normally very like attentive to the man's needs, or like wants to make sure that he's good or well taken care of in any form or fashion, whether that's emotionally, financially, women, helping pay black men's bills, or white women want to try to cook or whatever, emotionally cuddling, giving you some good old top, when white women know for that Becky, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like how white women are raised, Sierra. I see. That's what I'm saying. It makes me wonder, like, it's the easier route. That's a good point, CB. That's a good point. We don't go for the BS and cheat and just be financially secure in the end. I don't think it's that even that black men want to just mess with white women because they want to cheat and then it's okay. Because there's plenty of black women out there that let their man cheat if they're in the right position. I don't really think that's the direction of it. I think there is a difference. I feel like there is a stereotype that black women put up with less, right? And are going to be more like stern or put their foot down or like stand on something and not let you kind of walk over them or make them more submissive than they want to be. Whereas white women will kind of like, they'll fall into that, like, like more softer. So I agree with black women have a little bit more like, we don't play that. But I still don't know. I don't know. Is it white women? The white women fucking better? Hey, fellas. Again, I've had some relationships with some white women, but I'm only half white. I'm half black. Is that it? Is it like the fetishing, the stereotypes, porn, shit like that make you think? I could see that. I could see that. I could see that for sure. Cause it's like, hold on, I'm just trying to read. I think because the phone is a little behind, so I'm a little behind. Access. Shout out my nigga 2 times in the building. Access, yeah, I mean, I think white women will put up with more. But I don't think that's the reason why men with money will, well, maybe. Damn, I'm literally, see, I tell y'all, when y'all talk shit out loud with y'all, it's making sense. Like, a man with money who wants to be able to do what he wants, and not report to nobody and be a boss and be able to, and with money and entertainment and fame comes women. So I guess black men in positions of power that want those things, but want a foundation at home, would probably lean towards a white woman to make his lifestyle easier, right? Did that make sense to me? Did I say that right? I'm a little high. I think that's what it feel like. So what do we do? What if that's the case? Then what do we do? Do we start preaching from earlier that it's okay to have interracial relationships and let men experience, and then they end up going back and marrying a black woman? Is that what happens? Or is it like, do we just say, or stop putting so much attention on it and just like let people be? That's where I want to get to. I want to know, like, is it something, or does it even need to be addressed? Like, really, like, let's get to the bottom line of it. Is this something we really even need to be discussing? Like, why at this point in age, I'm a fucking biracial baby, right? My dad is white, my mom is black. I was born in the late 80s. My sister was born a little bit earlier in the 80s. We're one of the beginning generations of mixed kids. We went through it all, right? And I look at it like how I turned out. Maybe not everybody's the same, or whatever the case may be. It might be naive, but it's like, what's wrong with interracial relationships? to the point where we're talking about it in a derogatory fashion to where we're making black men less than because they date a white woman. You're making me less than as a black man because I'm in love with somebody of a different color. That's the pot calling the kettle black, literally. If black people as a culture are always speaking about this, and this, and pro this, then and don't be racist to us, and this is me, I'm half black and half white, so I can say all this. Don't be racist to us, you know what I'm saying? But then turn around and then be low-key racist to white people. Right? Like, that's what I would think. Like, we shouldn't even care. I think having that dynamic is great for the world, if we being honest. Because it puts more people, and it's not a bad thing. Again, I always got to say that. It's not a bad thing, but it puts more people on earth with different thought processes and backgrounds and DNAs, and you were raised by part of your white family and they think differently and they act differently and teach you different things. And then you raised by your black family and they act differently and they teach you different things. And now you're a melting pot of the two most popular races in the country. What's wrong with interracial relationships or procreating with the opposite race when it's a benefit? It's not like we're making fucked up kids, right? Love who you love on my mama. Like, I don't really see even when it comes to, like, not to go into it, but like gay bashing, I wouldn't gay bash, and this is just jokes. I have plenty of gay people, friends, associates who I have nothing but the utmost love and respect for. Would never think anything less of them because they choose to be with somebody of the same sex. That's your opinion. That's your choice. You can love who you love. Don't ever paint me to be homophobic ever in fucking life, nigga. Ever in life. The first thing from that, and I never ever called that nigga the F word. So all these rumors about Stet fucking said all this behind the scenes and said all these slurs and shit. No, I can't protect you now because you did all the extra shit. No, nigga, that's cap. The nigga lied about that too when the cameras went off. I ain't finna get started in that anyway. Nonetheless, let's get back to these dropping gems. So I'm just thinking, like, let's not fault people for loving who they love. Let's embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's let people do that. And I think it will have a more peaceful place. You know what I'm saying? We're not dividing races. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. But yeah, let me see what y'all think before we wrap up on this gem real quick. I got one more. And then we'll probably end with something cool, and then we're going to get up out of here. Love is love for real. Larger issue when there's a large amount of money involved. Yeah, see, they not talking to, shout out to 4 Films. They don't say this about less wealthy men. Like, at least it's not a big of a conversation. If the homie from wherever is dating a white girl, most people, they might mumble under their breath, but it ain't like the end of the world. They end up accepting the white girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Tafase, stay tuned, man. We gonna see. I'm running on time. I'm not on no time limit, but I don't wanna drown y'all with too much and make this overwhelming. So we just gonna play it by ear, however y'all feeling. I don't care how many people in here. We just gonna vibe until it's starting to dry out. Love who you love. Just don't act like white is right. Nah, for real. Yeah, stick to the tribe. It gets less complicated. You funny, bro. I can understand that because, see, I can talk about this all day. I can understand that because you have a lot more you can relate to. When you stay with your kind, however that sounds, you have a lot more you can relate to. You have the same upbringings for the most part. A lot of times you have the same foundational roots, same type of family orientation shit. So I could see that. It could make it easier. Context does better. So who created racism? Not us. No, you right. You're right for sure. I'm in Houston where it's normal. Yeah, see, like, and if you in melting pot cities, if you're not in like the countries where it's super segregated, it's probably not looked upon crazy. But if you in major cities where it's a melting pot of all different type of demographic, it's definitely accepted more. Out here in LA, I don't think people look at it no crazy way. Okay, Tafase, I'll take note of that. And that's me too. I ain't stepping on nothing. I ain't trying to even be that person. Nigga, we going at 1 on Wednesday. Run it. San Diego, huge melting pot too. Rarely see brothers with sisters. It is becoming a little bit more less popular though. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Last one on this segment, y'all. Last one on this segment. I like this one just kind of with what's going on with the context. I don't want to draw it too long because it's kind of, yeah, you'll see. But let's see what y'all think real quick. Dropping gems. Let's drop a gem real quick. All right, let's drop a gem. This says 91% of people, I guess surveyed, are no longer friends with someone they once called best friend. Interesting. Interesting. So this says friendships don't always last. 2/3 of Americans say they've lost 90% of friends they've had a decade ago. Moving, drifting apart, and new relationships are the top reasons, while 30% lose friends after a breakup. The average American has 4 close friends, but 8%, excuse me, 8% have none. Older adults 55 plus are twice as likely to have 15 plus closer friends compared to those 18 to 24. Half of Americans have fewer close friends than 10 years ago, and many find it harder to make friends as they age. In 2021, 12% of Americans reported having no close friends, up from 3% in 1990. So, my question, guys. Oh, damn, BJ. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm super sorry to hear that. Condolences. I don't know how recent, but condolences anyway. Life happens. Scooter from Hoover, I told you, brother, you must not have watched episode 1. We trend setting. Bible says you only have 2 or 3 friends in real life. Wait, what's the gem? The gem, we're trying to figure out the gem. See, this is why I want to holler at y'all. We dropping gems. We gonna see what I'm gonna come to a gem, or y'all gonna drop a gem. That's what we doing. Once you start a family, your single friends get distant. I can see that. I don't think they necessarily get distant. I think priorities change as far as time. Time is the most valuable asset, and I think you try to prioritize family and kids and things like that over friends, but real ones can separate the two. Hey, Jimmy Bones, that's much love, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You know, we trying to elevate, you know what I mean? Full emotion. Yeah, so how y'all feel about you just outgrow them? Have y'all had friends that y'all have ever like had an argument where in retrospect, like thinking back, maybe it wasn't as bad as it was, and probably you're not friends no more, and you probably could have reached out, or you probably should have done a little bit more, or maybe you should have uh man, we did get into it, but be the bigger person somewhat and be like, damn, I did fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I tripped out. And then like, is that something y'all okay with doing, or does it depend on the circumstance? Love from South Memphis. You heard? Shout out to Memphis. Memphis. Curbin on Curbin. I'm too stubborn to make the first move. See? Pride is the devil though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have it. Don't get me wrong. I'm prideful as a motherfucker. But that's something that we gotta learn to. You gotta let down your pride when there's a greater good at stake, or not even a greater good. You just gotta let down your pride when you realize holding on to the animosity doesn't serve your soul for real. Like it doesn't. Like why when I see something about this person I get angry? You know what I mean? Like I don't ever want to let somebody be in control of my emotions that much. But I can see if you had a real good bond with that friend though, for sure. If you had a real good bond with that friend and something happened and you expected more from them, it might be hard to reach out. Cause it's like, damn, bro, I just expected more from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I couldn't. Of all people, I wouldn't have thought you would have. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's hard. It's hard to suck up that pride and be like, take responsibility or accountability or take fault. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. That's probably one of the hardest things for men to do. I'm not gonna lie. Accountability, responsibility, all that's hard, bro. You know, and it's needed though. I think we show each other more of that than you show your friend. Like, hey, you do that with your friend, and maybe he got something going on in his life, and he like, you know what, man, Stet just hit me and smoothed some shit over. I'm feeling good, bro. Let me call, and let me, hash that out. You know what I'm saying? So I try to look at it like, reach one, teach one. If you can show somebody something, a change, like, man, it is cool to show love. It is cool to take accountability. It is cool to I can't get up. it is cool to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? Put this out for a second. Like, get him right, because he finna be bothering me. We finna go all real life mode. No mom on the premise. Dad mode, because this nigga getting antsy. Come here, bud. You little allergy boy. See right here with Pops. We vibing with the tribe icon. This icon, y'all. We vibing with the tribe. All right. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? Like, be the bigger person sometimes. It's cool. It's cool to be the bigger person. You feel me? It's cool to be the bigger person. I'm not saying all the time, because there's times when it's like you got to stand for something, but like, be the bigger person, man. Sometimes. Just take a look at the bigger picture and realize what's at stake, or what's more valuable, man. The truth, or feeding a narrative and letting it affect something that, well, I guess it depends. All depends on how the person feels, right? Life's too short for hang-ups. Yeah, for sure. Nah, yeah, it just made me think. So, look, y'all dropped a lot of gems in that one, and that's my point. That's my point with it, is to get y'all ideas and think, because y'all gonna open my minds to shit. Open my mind to shit. That's the whole point. That's why I want to build a tribe. I want to build a following of people that are like-minded individuals, where we can get in here and really teach each other type shit. You know what I'm saying? This chat dope. And then a lot of times, if I don't see this, I will. I'm probably sure I will. I don't know, conceited shit. I'll watch everything back, evaluate me talking too much or doing whatever too much, and read all the comments back that I missed and see who's been showing love or whatever. But yeah, I want the interaction, because we drop in gems, food for thought, digestible wisdom.